Hey, Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. We got a great Ask a Ninja from one of our blogs, and this is from Matt, and he wants to know, is it okay if he doesn't re-insulate the crawl space immediately? Stay tuned. So if you're new to Crawl Space Ninja, we talk about everything related to crawl space encapsulation, waterproofing, and even insulation. We hope you'll subscribe to our channel, ring that notifications bell, follow us on Facebook, and make sure you check out our DIY store and our franchise opportunities. So Matt asks, I'd like to remove my bat insulation, but I can't spray foam the rim joist for some time. The same crawl space will have a dehumidifier installed and the vents sealed. Is it okay to remove the floor insulation and wait a month or two until I can get in and spray foam the rim joist? And you know, Matt, this is a great question. And I think one of the biggest issues that a lot of homeowners face when it comes to encapsulating their crawl space is they try to do it too quickly. And what I mean by that is the reason why you're installing a dehumidifier is because you probably have a moisture problem inside the crawl space, whether it's a humidity problem or whatever. Well, that bat insulation, that subfloor insulation can trap that moisture once it gets access to the wood. And I encourage you to remove the bat insulation, let the dehumidifier run for as long as it takes to dry that subfloor and those floor joists out. And it's kind of hard to say how long that would take, so which is why I recommend you getting a moisture meter that will check the wood moisture levels of that subfloor and floor joist insulation. So yes, I would encourage you to make sure that the subfloor and the floor joists are completely dry. You want them probably below 15%, depending on what type of wood it is. Normally, we see dry levels between 9 and 12%, especially if it's a pine wood or something like that. Some of your oak woods can hold a little bit more moisture, I believe. But you want to get that moisture level down between 9 and 15% before insulating those rim joists, because you don't want to trap moisture behind that rim joist insulation, whether you're using a foam board or spray foam or bat insulation. Even if you're putting fiberglass back in the rim joist, which wouldn't air seal it, but it still insulates that rim joist. You don't want to have any trapped moisture in there. The other thing that this would give you an opportunity to is get you through a few possible storms on the outside of the house that could infiltrate inside the house. Perhaps we see this a lot if you have a deck and the flashing is incorrect. You can get water coming through behind that flashing. If you have siding or brick or something like that that's compromised on the outside, that moisture can come through and penetrate that rim joist. And if you prematurely insulate that rim joist before you notice that moisture problem, it could rot out that rim joist. Remember, that rim joist is not made of pressure treated wood. Typically, the only piece of pressure treated wood is the sill plate, which is sitting directly on the wall, the concrete wall that surrounds the outside or the perimeter of the house. So I encourage you, yes, that's a good thing. Take out the bat insulation, let that dehumidifier do its job, and before re-insulating, make sure you check the moisture levels of the wood and the subfloor, especially all around the rim joist. Make sure they're at the same moisture levels as the rest of the crawl space. And also look for dark wood in some areas, maybe around an outside deck or perhaps a downspout or something like that, to ensure that those rim joists aren't getting wet from the outside. Hope that helps you out, Matt. Appreciate the question. I'm Michael Church, Crawl Space Ninja. We hope you make it a happy and blessed day, and we'll see you later.